What is up, ladies, gentlemen, jury, and all those in between and beyond? I'm the Korrupted Judge, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Exit Music. There's not too much to say in all honesty. Last episode, we had a talk with Yori and Monica. Monica clearly not happy about what's going on, and apparently making threats to me and Sayori, even though she has no idea what's going on, unless she is self-aware in this version, and I have no idea what's happening. I had a conversation with Yori and unfortunately rejected her. Not my choice, mind you. It just happened. And yeah, we did not see Sayori at all in the last episode. So now I am very, very curious as to what this one is entailed, as we are about to break into Natsuki's house. Alright, yeah. With all that said, let us begin. I wait. Nothing. I press down on it again. Once more, no answer. Growing ever anxious, I knock on the door heavily, aggressively banging my balled fist on the door. A moment of silence. Then, from the second floor window, I see a curtain pull back and a flash of pink, and just as quickly, it's replaced once more. I watch it intensely, waiting for any sign of movement, until I hear the sound of the door chain being unhinged, and the deadbolt turning. My heart is ready to jump out of my chest. I don't know what I'll be greeted by, but I await it nervously. She's fine! She's alive! She lives! Okay, I thought it was gonna be a Sayori moment. Judge? What are you doing? What the hell are you doing here? It's Natsuki. Thank God. Natsuki, are you alright? What happened to your bruises? What bruises, Judge? Oh no, she's wearing makeup. I don't know what you're talking about. She's playing dumb, even though I saw her. What could have happened to her for her to be so devoted to keeping it a secret? Before I can reply, she grabs me by my collar of my shirt and yanks me into her foyer. Ooh, the Natsuki household. Hey. How do you know where I live? Ah, she's drunk, isn't she? Now's not the time for that. Has she been drinking? Better question is, where have you been? I haven't been feeling very good the past few days. No need to be so mean about it. Does she expect me to believe that after what I saw? Natsuki, I know something's wrong. I saw you at the hospital, remember? Oh, that. She giggles. That was nothing. Don't worry about it. About that. There's much worse to be worried about. Yeah, she's drunk. What do you mean? Come with me. I could do with another glass anyway. She grips my arm loosely and tries to move me along with her through her house. As she moves, she begins erotically wobbling as though she's having trouble walking. Erratically, not erotically. My bad. She holds tighter onto my arm for support. She stumbles and nearly trips. I catch her, wrapping my arm around her chest and pulling her upright. Heh, thanks. That's not like her. Yeah, grabbing the chest on accident, she would have freaking slapped your ass. Normally, if I grabbed her for whatever reason, she'd freak out and call me gross or something like that. But here, she didn't even flinch or say anything about it. Something feels off. I release my grip on her reluctantly as she still staggers her way along. I assist in moving her now up the stairs, making sure she doesn't fall and knock us both back onto the steps. We finally make it up the stairs, and Natsuki guides me to her room. It's so blinding! Her floor is littered with small, ripped-up pieces of paper. Oh no, it's the manga. It's the manga, isn't it? Picking one up, I recognize one of the protagonists of Parfait Girls. Right, because that was like one of her favorite mangas that she keeps in the club room. The cover is a heavily laminated cardstock, and it's ripped in two. There is no way Natsuki was able to tear that in half herself. Not only that, but she had no reason to either. But I could think of someone who does. There is a large bottle of red wine, cap opened, lying on its side on her bed. Only a small drip escapes, staining her bed sheets crimson. There can't be that much left of it. I knew she'd been drinking. I could tell from the moment she opened the door. Natsuki, you haven't drank all that yourself, right? She looks flustered. Of course I have, you dummy. That's a bit much, isn't it? Given her small stature too, and I'm assuming low body fat count, she would get hammered on a bottle of wine. Like, probably a quarter bottle might do it. No, a third maybe? But if she keeps doing it like back to back. That doesn't matter. I haven't even finished anyway. She retrieves the bottle from the bed. I reach a hand out to take it from her. No, Natsuki. It's mine. She holds the bottle just out of reach and tries to push me away. She's too weak, however. I simply move her arm aside. Come on, that's enough. Judge, please. I need this. Something about the way she said that sent a pang of dread through my body. Before I can reach my arm out to stop her the second time, the remainder of the bottle contents is gone. Looking at her bedside drawer, I see Natsuki's phone. It's overturned, so I can only see her case. The case is glittery and pink. This drink is nice, Judge. Natsuki, talk to me. I know something's going on with your dad. Please, I just want to help, but I can't if you won't tell me what's going on. This is all the help I need. She collapses onto her bed and giggles. I haven't felt this happy in so long. I grow only more uneasy hearing that. If this is the length she has to go in order to escape her demon, just how bad is the demon she's trying to escape from? As Natsuki begins to snore, her grip on the wine bottle falters and it rolls off the bed onto her floor. To my surprise, it doesn't shatter. Instead, it rolls under her bed. Shaking my head, I bend down to pick up the bottle that rolled under the bed. Reaching my hand underneath the bed, I can feel the wine bottle. Something else. What the? I pull both from beneath the bed. Placing the wine bottle on her bedside drawer next to Natsuki's phone, I take a look at what I recovered. It's a white container made of plastic. Wait, this isn't right. This is a bottle of pills. Looking for a description. I inhale sharply as I realize that these are ibuprofen tablets. I turn to look at Natsuki, fast asleep as I worried. Oh my fucking god. I desperately check the label on the back for a date of prescription. 2 days ago. She's trying to overdose. Oh, the music's picking up. An icy sweat runs down my forehead as I begin to panic, running my hands through my hair. She stops snoring. I violently shake Natsuki's seemingly lifeless body. Please, Natsuki. Please wake up. I grab her hand. She's clammy and much cooler than it should be. I put my ear next to her mouth to check and see if she's breathing. Thankfully she is, but it's faint. I take her by the shoulders and pull her onto a sitting position. I crouch down next to her, supporting her. Natsuki. I contemplate calling an ambulance, but I'm worried that it'll draw too much attention to her house. The hell with it. I don't care what happens so long as she lives. I reach into my pocket and... Fuck! My phone isn't there. I reach up onto her bedside table and gripping Natsuki's phone tightly. I bring it to my face and press the power button. The screen lights up from behind shattered display. I try to make an emergency call, but the screen is unresponsive to my touch. I can see her blinking. Dropping the phone, I pull Natsuki in close to me, hoping, praying that she wakes up. I begin to sob, terrified for her life. But Natsuki begins to cough erratically. Erratically. I'm simulating panic and relieved. I'm simultaneously panicked and relieved. She opens her eyes and steadily raises her feet with my assistance. No, Natsuki, please, tell me you're okay. She falls silent. Oh, there it is. Jesus. My nose is assaulted by the mixed scent of bile and wine as it splashes onto the floor in front of me. I realize that she's got some on my arm. It stings? Well, at least that would have at least that would have gotten the deadly mixture out of her body. But she's still in trouble. Natsuki turns to me, half conscious, pleading, "Judge, help me." She stumbles back, landing in on a sitting position on her bed. I don't want to die. Look at me, okay? You won't. You hear me? I won't let you die. Natsuki, listen to me, okay? I'll be right back. She nods weakly, barely aware of her surroundings. I need to find her something to eat. Hopefully that should absorb what's left of the alcohol. Bolting down the stairs, I reach the kitchen within seconds. I swing open every cupboard I see along with the refrigerator. Nothing. Not even a slice of bread. When did Natsuki last eat? Exiting the kitchen, I look all around the house. Hurrying back to Natsuki, I check up on her. She's as pale as ever, but she's conscious at least. She's weakly raises her head to look at me. Hey Natsuki. I need you to pay attention to me, okay? Just whatever you do not go to sleep, okay? Please. ... She tries to mutter something, but it's unintelligible. I have no choice but to leave her again. I've searched everywhere in the house besides her father's room. As I approach the door, I notice that it's locked. I ram the door multiple times before the frame gives way. Whoa! I tumble into the floor, now littered with splinters. I rise to my feet and flick the light on. As I search the room for anything that could possibly aid Natsuki, something catches my eye. A few bags with various restaurants around town. I tear them open to find nothing but empty takeout containers. I return to Natsuki's room. We have to go. Now! Oh, okay. I help her to her feet, wrapping her arm over my shoulder, holding her hand in place. She makes it. She'll make it. I'll make sure of it. Where are we going? Somewhere safe. We make our way down the stairs. I keep Natsuki on her feet, though it is proving to be more difficult as she fades in and out of consciousness. Starvation mixed with alcohol and painkillers. It's clearly taken a toll on her. But she isn't dead. We make it to the front door. With time feeling like it lost luxury, I shut it behind us, moving through the porch. I can feel Natsuki's tears soaking through my shirt. We reach the gate, and I set her down while I open it. I scoop Natsuki off the grass and close the gate behind us. Holding Natsuki close, I move as fast as I can down the street. As we approach the glow of the street lights, I begin to feel relieved. I loosen my grip on Natsuki. Can you walk? Yes. I think. I set her down for a moment. Her knees buckle again. I wrap her arm around me and mine around her. Let's go. Okay. I end up supporting her the entire way through town. There is nobody about to call me out for looking suspicious. I'm almost glad she has a small figure. It certainly makes it so much easier too. That's why she's so small. Her father has been leaving her malnourished and living on fast food. Jesus Christ. Finally, I recognize a familiar view of my house. I set Natsuki down on my front step. I fumble with my keys for a moment, finally able to unlock the door. Okay, I need to take a minute, man. I've read all of that nonstop, but oh my lord. Oh, I knew they were going to touch on the malnourished thing. Because if memory serves, it was mentioned somewhere in the original game. I don't know if it was Monica or Natsuki who told me. Oh, man. Okay, give me a second to, like, catch my bearings. Like, there's not, like, much gameplay in this mod, which is fine. Like, I prefer a story over gameplay any day of the week. And so far, I am invested in this, like, 150%. I want to know what happens next. Why did my stupidity think that this was going to be the end of it? I helped Natsuki through. She's safe, from her father at least. I bring her to the kitchen, sit her down on one of the chairs. Okay, so it's just normal music. I was going to say, like, is it picking up again? Judge, why did you help me? You asked! You were dying! What do you mean, why? How did you know where I... Don't worry about all that now. Let's just get you settled in for the night. I'm worried that it'll be longer than one night. I have a spare bedroom in my house. She'll be able to sleep there. I searched through my pantry and my fridge for something she may like. I decided to just make some toast and chicken noodle soup. Is that chicken noodle? I haven't had that in so long. Her words break my heart. How long? How long has she lived like this? I watch the clock as Natsuki eats. It's late. Now that the immediate panic is over, I realize that poor Natsuki is still drenched in her own stomach acid. Natsuki, I'm going to need you to get changed. What? Not here, silly. I mean you can go change in the spare bedroom. But I don't have any of my clothes. You'll have to borrow some of mine. Okay. But only because I have to. Natsuki seems to be in a much better shape after her meal. She stands up on her own accord to return her bowl to the kitchen counter. She moves slowly, but deliberately. Despite the stink of bile clogging my nose, I'm relatively calm too. Natsuki's skin tone has returned to normal, mostly. She still looks scared by the night's experiences. Once she returns empty-handed, I ask her to follow me to her room. Come on, I'll show you where it is. Natsuki timidly complies, wrapping her arms around me. But this time, it hurts. I inhale sharply. Are you okay, Judge? My shoulder is in pain. The adrenaline of the situation has settled. Maybe barging through the door was a bad idea. Not only because of the pain, but the damage it caused too. When Natsuki's dad returns to the house. Yeah, I'm alright. Don't worry about me. Let's get you cleaned up. There's a shower in the guest room that you can use. I reach the guest room located across the hall from my own room. I motion towards the edge of the bed. Here, sit down for just a minute. I'll be back with something comfy for you. She sits down. I rush into my bedroom, picking out one of my gray tops and a pair of jeans. Why jeans? Like, people say that they're not comfortable wearing jeans. I'm telling you this now. When you work as hard as my family has, wearing jeans to bed is the least of your worries. I have worn jeans to bed so many times and I pass out like a light. If anything, I was more comfortable wearing jeans to bed than anything else. Granted, nowadays I don't wear jeans anymore. I wear like cargo or dress pants, but that's not the point. When I bring them back to her room, she struggles to take off her socks. I place her fresh clothes on the bed and kneel down to help take them off. She opens her mouth like she wants to say something, but reluctantly lets me help. Natsuki has been through too much today. She has next to no strength left. Thanks, Judge. I can take it from here. Are you sure? I really... Bro! All the blood in my body rushes to my face. She's going to have to have a shower. I was about to indirectly tell her I wanted to help. Never mind, it's fine. You take your time. I decide that now isn't the best time to question Natsuki about her family. Instead, she just needs a soothing shower and some sleep. Maybe that will take her mind off tonight's events. Even if only for moments. Those few moments would do her a lot of good. As I stand to leave the room, Natsuki grabs my wrist gently. Judge, wait. I wanted to thank you again. Don't mention it, okay? I'm just glad I got here in time. Natsuki stares into my eyes. But me too. How did you know where I was? I walked home with Yuri. She was having a bad day. So I went with her. She pointed out your place. And ever since I saw you at the hospital, you haven't left my mind. That's why I decided to go. I tried calling you, God knows how many times, but you never answered. I cast my mind back to Natsuki's wreck of a phone. I guess I know why. I saw every one of your calls. I couldn't answer because of that stupid screen. When all I wanted to do was hear your voice. I couldn't. I just wanted to go back to the club and sit with you under the window to read more together. Because when we do, it's the only time I really feel safe. Well, not anymore. Of course, her Parfait Girls manga was torn apart. She looks down at the ground, dejectedly. I leave Natsuki to shower. After getting changed myself, I sit on the edge of my bed, gripping the volume of Parfait Girls that I bought for myself on the weekend. The water stops running, and I hear the en-suite door being opened and closed. I wait a few moments before knocking on the door. Natsuki, I have something else for you. These fit her decently well. These are our clothes? Bro, how much of a lanky boy twink are we? Natsuki opens the door, looking healthy again. She is out of her dirty clothes and is now wearing my shirt along with her own pants. Okay, that explains it, a little bit. The top doesn't fit her very well, though. Seems to fit fine to me. Huh? This shirt's massive on me. No, it's not! What is the weight requirements and differences? I could get you a smaller top of mine if you... I like it. You don't need to, Judge. Are you sure? Yeah. I present the manga to her. I saw what happened to your copy of Parfait Girls back at your place, so I thought I'd drop my own for you. So you can, read it. If you want. Natsuki gives me a weak but sincere smile. She reaches out to grab the manga. I'd love to, Judge. Instead of pulling the manga from my hand, as I expected, she grabs my wrist and tries to sit me down on the bed next to her. But only if we read it together. It's the least I can do to her to make her happy. It's the least I can do to make her happy. She needs it. So do I, in a way. First having to deal with Sayori attempting suicide. Now Natsuki. God, how terrible must her home life have been for her to want to escape it like that? Well, I can take a guess considering the complete lack of food in her house. And her face when I saw her in the hospital. Christ. Hey, Judge? What? You just kinda stood there for a second, spacing out. God, you're worse than Sayori sometimes, you know? Hey! I'm sorry, okay? It's fine. I was only teasing, dummy. I know that I shouldn't blame her. She doesn't know about Sayori's condition. And as far as I know, she hadn't seen her in the hospital. Regardless, that hurt me more than it should have. I moved to the I move the divot to the side and sit down next to Natsuki. She pulls the cover over the two of us, so we're sitting up with it draped over our laps. We decide to just start the volume over again. Judge, you're so warm. Isn't there like vial or whatever on us? Like if I remember, like she got it on our arm during all of that whole thing, and we haven't changed our clothes either. We're now shoulder to shoulder. Natsuki, can you see it okay? Not really. I inch myself down to a laying position. Natsuki joins me. Why is this familiar? I feel like we've seen this screen somewhere before, but where? I feel like, not like this specific scene, like the position and everything. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. I just don't know where. Much better. My left arm is awkwardly dormant between us. I slide it under the pillow and around her. There we go. We continue to read. Before I know it, she's fast asleep. Natsuki? I lay there, motionless. I dreamed of this moment ever since I really got to know Natsuki. Getting in bed with her? I hate that it had to come due to her circumstances at home, but regardless. I run my fingers through her silky pink hair. I brush her bangs to the side. She looks so peaceful in her sleep. What is this feeling? I feel a lump in my throat. Just the sight of her is enough to make my heart pound. I don't recognize this. My chest is heavy. It feels like there's a weight on my ribs. It's hard to breathe. This is the happiest moment of my life. As I drop the manga to the side of the bed, not even reading anymore, I drift off to sleep. I'm jerked awake by the sound of crying. Confused, I open my eyes and turn to look at Natsuki. She's clutching the sleeve of my shirt, holding me tighter than before. She's sobbing into my shirt viciously. Natsuki, are you... I realize that she's still asleep. Sighing, I lament over Natsuki's nightmares. I'm almost certain they're related to her family, but... I give her a nudge to wake her up. As she seemingly begins to stir, I try to calm her. Natsuki, it's just a dream. You're okay, you're safe. Natsuki opens her eyes. Judge? That was more than a dream. I watched my dad kill you. I watched him torture you for saving me. He kept telling me this was my punishment for leaving. Judge, you shouldn't have helped me. This was wrong. This is wrong? This is wrong! Why, Judge? I keep seeing her eyes like change in the corner of my eye because I'm looking at the text. Why'd you have to get involved? I can't let you do this. Natsuki jerks away from me. Natsuki, do you want to know the real reason I showed up to your house? I missed you. I missed reading with you. I miss reading our poems. I'm sorry if you hear noise, freaking people are walking around upstairs again. And after the hospital, I knew something happened. I had to make sure you were okay. I was worried, sick for days. I swear I see her eyes moving or something. If I felt I had to, I'd do anything to assure your safety. I'd gladly be tortured if it meant you'd be happy. Anything, Natsuki. Do you understand me? I'll do anything in my power to keep you safe. If my words right now aren't proving I mean it, maybe this will. Kiss her! I flick my lights on and rifle through my... Oh, I thought he pulled out a rifle. There it is. Ooh, poems! Let me read. You. I don't know what's happened or where you've been, but all I can think about is bruises on your skin. The blood on your nose dripped onto your clothes. The sight that broke my mind. For that moment, I was frozen in time. I saw you, broken, abused. I knew from there on, I would save you. Day turned to night, you on my mind. I've been sick with worry. If I'm going to do something, I need to hurry. Text after text, call after call. The girl I care about most is the one I couldn't save after all. I return to the bed. Natsuki turns to face me. I hand her the poem. Natsuki reads, wiping her eyes as she does so. Judge. Natsuki leaps from her bed and embraces me tightly. I return the gesture, wrapping my arms around her. We stayed together for a while, her tears soaking through my shirt once again. After a few minutes, Natsuki eases her grip. As I do as well, resting my hands on her waist, hers hanging from my neck. Natsuki lifts herself up onto her tiptoes and pecks me on the cheek. I want to go back to sleep. But I want you to stay with... Shut up, Ime. I want you to stay with me. I nod, wordlessly, and Natsuki gently escorts me to the bed. Laying her head on the pillows, she keeps her arms wrapped around me. We drift into the void of unconsciousness together. Thursday, baby! Alright, we are going to end this episode off here. Keep in mind, I'm recording all of these back to back so far, and I don't know how much further I'm going to keep going. I'm probably going to record one more episode before I call it quits for this session. Oh, man. I'm a sap when it comes to like love stories like this, especially like freaking with Super Paper Mario, the way Timpani and Blumiere are. I love it. I'm not gonna give much context for Super Paper Mario in case anyone hasn't played it before, but I do want to play that on the channel. Ooh, okay, so we're gonna end this one off here, and once again, there is no music, so I have to use my outro music, which does not fit the atmosphere of this game in the slightest. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end it off here. I don't know how much more of this mod that we have, but I'm really enjoying it. And once we finish this mod, which I feel like it's not too many episodes till it's done. But yeah, all that said, I'm the Corrupted Judge. I'll see you on the next one. Stay corrupted.
In a city of shadows, where the neon lights gleam, there's a man with a secret, a twisted dark dream. He walks with a swagger, his heart cold as ice. In the dance of deception, he